This video is looking at what you do with the placement paperwork for the second supervision units. In the first supervision units, you tick off the learning contract in the first week or two of term, and then the supervision log and the mid-placement review towards the end of term. If you're doing the second supervision units, what you need to do is to go to the Sonia page early in the term and sign off the mid-placement review. Then at the end of the term, you go in again and sign off the supervision log. So what we're going to do is look at how to do those two processes. So from the landing page in the portal, you go to the Sonia placement portal button. When you click on that, it brings you here. When you click on this hyperlink, it asks you to log in. Please make sure that this is set to ACAP staff. Your login is your ACAP email address and whatever login either Christine has sent to you or that you have already set for yourself. When you're here, you go to the forms page. Now, at the start of term, you're going to sign off on the mid-placement review. So I'm just entering mid in the search field there. And if you click over here, it will bring you to a mid-placement review form. This is a test form, so it's obviously largely blank. Please check and see that the student's details are filled in, and then read through to ensure that the activities on placement have been suitable, that the supervisor at the agency is happy with the performance of the student. So go through all of these, look for any areas in which the student might need some assistance or guidance for the remainder of the term. And at the bottom, you will click on supervisor cited. So this is CPS2. It will be the same for FPS2 or APS2. When you click on that, this section will go green. It's not going to because it's a test form. So click on that, and that's the mid-placement review done. You don't need to bother with that again. Then again, later on at the end of term, when everything is done, you're going to look for the supervision log. So enter log, and when you click here, it will bring you to the form that the student has filled out. Hopefully they've done it all correctly, and it will look like this. Now, please check that the student has entered the correct hours that they've been on placement. We have had some students who may have been late for a session or missed a session, but they're claiming for the full 3 hours. They can only claim for what they're present for. We've also had some students who, for the first supervision unit, which runs fortnightly, have claimed for every week, so they end up with significantly more hours than they've actually attended. That obviously can't happen. So you then get a total of the supervision hours there. This is the total for the hours done with clients on placement. The students fill that in. You don't need to do anything about that. Then once you're happy with their hours, click approve, and the form will say form saved, and it will go green. That's it. You're done as far as the Sonia portal goes. The next thing to do is to go back to, sorry, I accidentally turned screen share off there. Yeah, next thing to do is to go back to the learning portal and mark off in the gradebook that everything is done. So from the front page of the portal, if you scroll down to the bottom, placement forms completed on Sonia, you've already marked them off as being present in Sonia. Now you just need to tell the gradebook that you've done that. So when you click there, it takes you to this page. Click on View Grade Submissions, and it takes you to this page. So here you can see that it hasn't been done. It's the same as with other units that you're marking, or sorry, when you're marking the assessment tasks. So click on that, and what you need to do is mark it to satisfactory. If it's saying outstanding, that's incorrect. Outstanding means the forms are standing outside of the system. It doesn't mean they've done a brilliant job. The only button you really need to tick is satisfactory. If a student has pulled out, then it would be not satisfactory. But otherwise, if they've done all of the work that's required, that's the button that you go for. Then at the end of the term, the gradebook for your page should look like this. So 1 to indicate satisfactory for the assessment tasks and satisfactory for placement forms completed. Once that's done, the term is complete for the student, and then we can sign off on them. That's it. They then go off and get their degree. So that's it. If you can do that by the time the gradebook closes, everything's brilliant. Thanks for your help.